to the Patriot Hour for Monday, March 11th, 2019. Got some interesting articles. We're going to jump over here. There are some new Q updates from late last night, early this morning. I went over those in another video earlier, a live video, which I will be posting here to the Patriot Hour in a little bit. Probably be a premiere later this evening. So other than that, we're going to jump right over to some other breaking news I want to get into. If you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. Please subscribe. Connect all your own dots here, folks. Never take what we say to be truth, to be word, to be 100%. We're going to go over a lot of different articles, read a lot of different crumbs, connect a lot of different dots. So therefore, listen to everybody you can, but think for yourself, connect your own dots, and come to the best conclusion that you can, paying attention. All right, only you know how to do that. All right, let's jump in here. We're going over to the DC Dirty Laundry, airing out America's dirty laundry. Quite a few different things here. Shock report reveals 88% of missing sex trafficked kids come from U.S. foster care. It's horrible. We got this Alyssa Milano out of nowhere. I'm a trans. I'm an immigrant. I'm gay. Alyssa Milano identifies as everything all at once and gets totally roasted. Of course she did. Who's the boss? Not you. All right, so here's what the meat of the story we're going to get into. Obama was handpicked, was not a natural-born citizen. Congress knew it and tried to protect him. This came today, Dean Garrison, March 11th. From the archives, original publication date, March 29th of 15. Let's kick a dead horse. The debate is settled and the damage is done, but who thinks Obama was eligible to be president? So even President Donald Trump questioned Obama's citizenship in 2014 by offering $50 million to see his college records. But Obama never responded to his offer. Nothing has been done to this point. And sadly, nothing will. That's what this guy says. Let me show you today how Congress protected him from both sides of the aisle and guaranteed the debate would never go too far. In 1975, a representative named Joe Bingham introduced an amendment to remove the natural-born citizen constitutional requirement to become president. Why is that important? Because it's not until almost 30 years later that the issue would be addressed again, and it was not addressed only once, but multiple times. This is all part of the congressional record. Remarkably, it just so happened to coincide with the meteoric rise of a man named Barack Obama, who would greatly benefit from the happening by gaining his spot in the Oval Office, who would benefit greatly from the happenings by gaining his spot in the Oval Office. I'm about to share with you a brilliant piece of research from Article 2, Political Action Committee. After reading it, the foremost question on my mind is, if the natural-born citizen definition only requires one citizen parent, then why did they seemingly try so hard to change the law for Barack Obama? There are multiple links to an official congressional documents throughout contained in the research below, so I would urge you to draw your own conclusions. But from my point of view, this research either strongly or at least partly validates the following conclusions. 1. Barack Obama was handpicked to be president. 2. Some members of Congress on both sides understood that Obama was not natural born and tried to pass laws to pave the way for his arrival. 3. In the end, they used a deflection tactic to shine light on John McCain's eligibility status, hoping that Obama's own status would not be brought into question. It appears to have worked. Below is a lengthy excerpt from Article 2 Facts hosted on the site of Article 2 Political Action Committee. If you would like to read, I would encourage you to consider a donation to their cause. Let's take a trip back through recent history. Attempts redefined or amended Article 2 Natural-Born Citizen Clause of the U.S. Constitution. The effort to remove the natural-born citizen requirement from the U.S. Constitution actually began in 1975 when Democrat House Representative Jonathan B. Bingham, New York 22, introduced a constitutional amendment under HJR 33. I got to make this a little bigger. I'm having a hard time reading it myself. I'm sure you are. Okay, where was it? HJR 33 in 1977 under HJR 38, again failing to gain support from members of Congress. Bingham was a Yale law grad and member of the secret society Skull and Bones, later a lecturer at Columbia Law, and thick as thieves with the United Nations via his membership in the Council on Foreign Relations, CFR. Bingham's work lay dormant for 26 years when it was resurrected again in 2003 as the Democratic members of Congress made no less than 8 attempts in a 22-month period to either eliminate the natural born requirement or get it redefined natural born to accommodate Barack Hussein Obama II in advance of his rise to power. The evidence is right in the congressional record. 1. On June 11, 2003, Democratic House members Vic Snyder, AR 2, introduced HJR 59 in the 108th Congress constitutional amendment. Makes a person who has been citizen of the United States for at least 35 years, who has been a resident within the United States for at least 14 years, eligible to hold office of president or vice president. Co-sponsors, Representative Conyers John Jr. From Michigan, Representative Delhaunt William D. from Massachusetts, Representative Frank Barney, Massachusetts, Representative Isa Darrell, California, Representative LaHood Ray, Illinois, and Representative Shays Christopher, Connecticut. On September 3rd, 2003, Representative John Kayers, Michigan, introduced HJR 67. Constitutional amendment makes a person who has been a citizen of the United States for at least 20 years eligible to hold the office. And then 3, on February 25th, Republican Senator Don Nichols, Oklahoma, attempted to counter the growing Democratic onslaught aimed at removing the natural-born citizen requirements for president. In S-2128, Natural-Born Citizen Act, defines the constitutional term natural-born citizen to establish eligibility for the office of president, also getting the definition of the natural-born citizen wrong. Co-sponsors are James M. from Oklahoma and Senator Landrieu Mary from Louisiana. So we got all these attempts here, folks. I guess we're going to go over all of them, but we're just kind of scan. 4, on September 15th of 2004, Barack Obama was about to be introduced as a new messiah of the Democratic Party at the DNC convention. Representative Dana Rohrabacher, California, introduced HJR 104. Constitutional amendment makes eligible for the president non-native-born persons who have been held U.S. citizenship for at least 20. So they're all very similar, at least 20. So we got it again here, HRD 2, HR 15, 20 years, 35 years, at least 14. At least 14 years eligible to hold the president, resident within the United States. This one was done. HRJ 42, 05. All of these efforts failing in the committee and in 2008 presidential election looming with an unconstitutional candidate leading the DNC ticket, Democrat Senator Kerry McCaskill, Missouri, tries to attach an alteration to a military bill in S-2678 on February 28th of 08, Children of Military Families Natural-Born Citizen Act. Declares the term natural-born citizen in Article 2, Section 1, Clause 5 of the Constitution, dealing with the criteria for election of the President of the United States. Includes any person born to any U.S. citizen while serving in the active or reserve components of the U.S. Armed Forces. Co-sponsors, presidential candidate Clinton Hillary Rodham, DNC candidate Senator Barack Obama, Illinois, Senator Mendez Robert, New Jersey. So Tom Coburn, Oklahoma. This was a first effort to also assure that the GOP presidential Senator John McCain would be cleared to run against the DNC primary victor. So from June 11, 2003 to February 28th of 2008, there had been 8 different congressional attempts to alter Article 2, Section 1, Clause 5. Natural-born citizen requirements for president in the Constitution, all of them failing in the committee, all of them taking place during Barack Obama's rise to political power and preceding the 2008 presidential election. In politics, there are no coincidences, not of this magnitude. Finally, on April 10th of 2008, unable to alter or remove the natural-born citizen requirement to clear the way for Barack Obama, the U.S. Senate acts to shift focus before the election, introducing and passing S.R. 511 declaring Senator John McCain a natural-born citizen, eligible to run and hold the office of president. There was never any honest doubt about McCain, the son of a U.S. Navy commander. The sponsor of the resolution is Democratic Senator Claire McCaskill. SR 511 states that John Sidney McCain III is a natural-born citizen under Article 2, Section 1 of the Constitution of the United States. SR 511 passed by 99-0, unanimous consent of the Senate, with only John McCain not voting. The basis was, whereas John Sidney McCain III was born to American citizens, a condition not met by Barack Obama. Co-sponsors DNC presidential candidate Hillary Clinton, again, some of these same people, Barack Obama, Senator Leahy, Patrick, Senator Webb, Coburn. They made certain that John McCain would run against Barack Obama. However, in the McCain resolution is also this language, whereas the Constitution of the United States requires that to be eligible for the office of president, a person must be a natural-born citizen of the United States, whereas the term natural-born citizen, as the term appears in Article 2, Section 1, is not defined in the Constitution of the United States. The Constitution is not a dictionary. The definition of is not in the Constitution either, yet this is the text that would have later issued Congressional Research Service talking points and memos distributed to members of Congress to protect an individual that all members of Congress know and understand to be an unconstitutional resident of the People's White House, Barack Hussein Obama II. Once again, as the political left was unable to alter the U.S. Constitution by way of legitimate constitutional process, they resorted to altering the Constitution via precedent setting. In short, knowingly electing and getting away with seating an unconstitutional president in order to alter Article 2 requirements for the office via breaking those constitutional requirements. The press would not ask any questions, and the American people were already too ill-informed of their Constitution to know, or too distracted by daily life to care. The press would provide the cover, swearing to all the lies of an unconstitutional administration put in power by criminal actors focused on only their lofty political agenda of forever altering the American form of government. The people would be caught up in a steady diet of daily assaults on their individual freedom and liberty and overlook the most obvious constitutional crisis in American history, the seating of an unconstitutional and anti-American president. There you have it. Make of this what you will. It raises many questions. Would people like Claire McCaskill and Hillary Clinton really come to John McCain's aid if they did not have an ulterior motive? Where were people like Inhofe, Issa, and Robacher either sponsoring or co-sponsoring these pieces of legislation? After all, these men were later three of Obama's biggest critics. We heard lots of threats and promises from that yielded no result. Could it be that these men are just more shining examples of all bark and no bite? Smoke and mirror? If it is true that the definition of natural-born citizen only involves having one citizen parent, then why all the fuss? Obama's questionable Hawaii birth certificate at all met the requirement of one American citizen parent. Maybe the truth is that it takes more than that, and Congress knew it. So why has nothing ever been done? Keep searching and settle for nothing less than the truth. Yes, Dean Garrison, keep it simple. I believe in God, family, and country in that order. My articles can be freely reproduced in full or in part, as long as they credit me as the author and provide some sort of link to either DC Laundry, DirtyLaundry.com, or DC Clothes online. Send me a friend request on Facebook. We'll leave this link down below. You guys can come over here and read this a little more, click on some of the links, and maybe find out more than what we went over here today. Just wanted to read this. I found it very interesting. Again, we've heard lots about this, and we'll see where it leads, folks. We got to keep our eyes open. It's a big week. Are we going to get some D-class? We'll see. We'll see where that leads. We do have just another big thing was the Democrats all voted to allow illegal immigration to vote. 227 House Democrats, all but 6 support illegal aliens voting in America. Now, they're all worried about this Russia-Trump collusion and foreign election interference. Isn't that foreign election interference? Does it matter if it's only Russia I mean, if you had Russians coming in here at the southern border and then voting, would that be okay, or is that considered, that's Russia collusion? Is that foreign government collusion, foreign illegal alien collusion? Regardless, it's people that aren't supposed to be voting, and then you can make the outcome of a vote go in your favor. So that's illegal foreign alien interference. Very similar to everything else they're screaming. But here they are voting for it, and it's all out in the open. It's very similar to foreign election hampering. How can it not be? See the hypocrisy? Unbelievable. All right, I'm Mike. This is Patriot Hour. God bless, Godspeed each and every one of you. We'll see you back here in a little bit on the next Patriot Hour update video. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, comment. Take a look in the description box. All the links are down below. Have a great evening. God bless.